Hello and happy Magical Monday. It is Michelle, as most of you know, but if you don't know me for whatever reason, because somebody shared this, I am Magical Michelle and I do these Magical Mondays every Monday on my Facebook group in Soul Circle. And then we share it also to my YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, please subscribe and like if you're watching it and you want to watch it live. You can always join my Soul Circle Facebook group. And of course, if you want to be in both places, we are so grateful and honored. And it is my commitment to be here almost every Monday. We do have a special guest next Monday. We will have our very own Ms. Mechanism, going to be here in Soul Circle for me, since I will be in a training so that I can bring you even more information. So I'm pretty excited. If you are trying to reach me this week, I might be a little slow to answer, maybe a few hours later than normal. I'm usually pretty fast, but this week I will be in training for my next lessons and learning. I'm immersing myself in the understanding of Tantra so that I can help people achieve that higher state of consciousness in a new way, so that I can help people love their own bodies in a deeper way. That's been an absolute passion of mine for the last 10 years, is to help you be more comfortable in your body, to be more in love with yourself and treat yourself like your own best friend. And so it's kind of like tonight's topic, as I'm getting ready for this immersion that I'll be in, where I am going to be learning how to bring that to you on an even deeper way. So hi everybody. It's good to see you. Happy Magical Monday back. Hello back. Such a blessing to see you and to be with you. And for those of you who are watching on a replay, do me a favor, hit hashtag replay or like or something so I know you saw this. It does help me feel like this is making an impact if I know that you laid your eyes on it. So I have a new deck of cards, and I thought maybe I would pull a card today. So a friend of mine, Rachel Hancock, who is the one of the co-owners of Loving Thyself Rocks, has produced this absolutely amazing intuitive daily crystal guide card deck. So if anybody hasn't seen this, it just came out this year, like in the last couple months, and it's a lovely little deck. So much so that I've decided on my next box, which is coming up in just a few days, like we have the orders up now. If you're interested in the Beltane box, this deck will be included in my next magic box. If you don't know me well enough to know the magic boxes, once a month now we are doing a box with a special topic. And this month, the month of April, we order 1 month ahead so that I can get all the wonderful items for you. And then in April, we will open up the Beltane box together. It is handmade items, hand chosen items. It was so much fun to do the wealth box this month that we are now doing the Beltane Bliss box. Hello, Miss Erica. I see Erica and Ashley and Jade. Oh my. And so I've got this beautiful deck of cards. They're just gorgeous. And I'm pulling one for the Conscious Collective tonight and showing off this new deck I have. And like I said, it's featured. If you do get the Beltane box, it's included in it. But we pulled the Moldavite card for the group, and it says heart chakra, third eye, and crown. What I love is that it is a stone, a tektite. So it actually hit Earth, an asteroid hit Earth and created like this glass, this green glass. It's one of my favorite stones. And it helps you connect the third eye, your heart, your crown chakra, open you up. It actually says it's good for all zodiac signs, and you need the Beltane box. Wonderful. I agree with you. You will need the Beltane box because I'm making my own handcrafted anointing oil for this box, and it is a blend that I've been using for a very long time. It's very special for Beltane. Beltane's one of my top 3 spiritual holidays of all time, and it's got a handcrafted Christina candle with a Stonehenge on it. So use for spiritual healing, moldavite is considered the stone of ascension. If you want to speed up your ascension process, if you want to get connected on a soul level, moldavite is your jam. It can be very powerful, aligning you with your higher guidance and moving you forward spiritually. It increases your Kundalini energy. It connects you to your guides and angels, she says. It speeds up transformation and manifestation. So I use it on my crystal grids a lot. Enhances your dream state, great for lucid dreaming. However, I can't sleep with it anywhere near me because it keeps me in the dream state instead of in the rest state. So just be aware that some people can wear moldavite to sleep and some people cannot. Extremely powerful and known to give you an energetic flush, extremely high vibrational tektite, raising your vibrations to a new level quickly. So if you're ready, if you've been feeling stuck, this is my Unstuck It, Stuck It card. For physical healing, it can help those who struggle with asthma, allergies, and rashes. And if any of you are living in Central Florida right now, it is allergy season. I just washed the truck and was covered in pollen. And then it is also good to use if you're ready to bring up the roots of your imbalances, because it will kind of create it to the surface. So if you're not really sure what you need to heal, it's a good stone to get that clarity. So like maybe if you have an undiagnosed problem, I have heard that you wear moldavite to get clear diagnosis. Emotional healing. It helps. It's a heart chakra stone, so it helps you love within yourself. How perfect. That's what we're going to talk about today. Helps remove fears and doubts. Boosts feelings of power and will. It is a strong stone, and it brings emotional trauma to the surface which is needed to heal physical diseases. So if you have a physical ailment, this is an incredible stone to try and use to get to the diagnosis. Yeah, so I love this because these cards have affirmations, and I'm in love with this affirmation. I am always, not just sometimes, but I am always manifesting abundance and prosperity into my life. I am always manifesting abundance and prosperity into my life. I'm going to say that for the 3rd time because it's powerful. I am always manifesting abundance and prosperity into my life. So just to give you guys like a chance to like get what a card is like. And of course, I think moldavite was meant to be for tonight's call, because I wanted to talk about treating yourself like your own best friend and treating your body like a cherished venue. I had a client earlier today, and it seems to be a theme that we are talking to our bodies with disrespect. We're like mad because it's not performing. We're feeling like our bodies need to like do what we want it to do, and we may not be giving it what it needs. So your body has an energy, and it really wants to be treated with a little love and a little respect. So give yourself an opportunity to like just say that it is love. Say, I love you, body. Thank you for everything. One of the exercises when I was overcoming my hatred for my body. It was probably about 15 years ago now. Yeah, about that. I literally went through body parts and would say, "Oh, eyes, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for my nose, for smelling. Thank you for my jaw, for being able to speak and to breathe, and my mouth for being able to taste things." And I would go through my entire body. Thank you, knees, for supporting me every single day of my life and walking. Thank you, ankles, for bending and making it so that I can go in multiple directions. Thank you, feet, for taking me so many places. Thank you, tailbone, for keeping me straight, and thank you, back and spine. So literally going through your entire body and thanking it. You will be amazed what this exercise will do for your relationship with your body if you do it like maybe once a week. Gratitude is an attitude, and anytime you move into gratitude, instead of, we almost treat our body like it's separate from us. We treat our body like it isn't something to love. But the truth is, we should be talking to ourselves, to our body, like we would our favorite cat or dog. So if you have a beloved dog, you'd say, "Good girl." Or if you had a beloved kitty cat, you'd go, "Oh, you're so pretty." So I started using the same voice when I look in the mirror as I use for my kitty cat Joy. I start using it for me. "Oh, you're so pretty. Let's just pet that face." And it may seem a little bit strange when you're first starting to do this, but when you start actually talking to yourself like you would maybe a child, when you've done something that you're like, "Oh, you shouldn't have eaten that, I don't know, chocolate egg for breakfast because, it's Reese Pieces season and the chocolate eggs are delicious and the new motto is eggs for breakfast," right? So maybe you had a moment where you did eat that Reese's egg, and instead of saying, "Oh, you're a fat cow," go, "Ah, you liked that, but that's not something we do every day. That was just something we got a treat, and now we're going to move on." So instead of talking to yourself with badgering and belittlement, talk to yourself with motivation, talk to yourself with kindness, talk to yourself with compassion. Your body is something that is a vessel that the more love you pour into it, the more love it's going to respond back to you. So anytime you talk badly to someone, are you going to have a bad relationship with it? Like if you were to talk to a friend the way you sometimes talk to your own body or to yourself or to your actions, would you hang out with you the way you talk to yourself? And that could also be seen as your own lover. If you have anything arising as far as, "I'm not pretty enough or sexual enough or sensual enough or young enough," or whatever, how would you like a lover to speak to you? And you should look directly into that mirror and say it. Say it like, "I love you. You are so beautiful. You are so strong. I have so much compassion for you. You're doing a good job." And when you start using these kinds of affirmations, when you really start being loving, compassionate, and gentle with your own self, and that also includes your choices, you can talk yourself right into a good choice instead of, "Hey, she's going to be mean to me anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and do it." So like if you're ever noticed that, at least I'm like this, if someone's going to tell me that I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to go ahead and just understand that I'll do it anyway, because I might as well, if I'm going to get blamed for it, I might as well do the act. So I realized I was doing that to myself. I'm going to be mean to my body, so I might not take care of it. And then I created a vicious cycle. When I changed that, a lot of my pain and inflammation went away almost instantly. So talking gently to your body, talking gently to yourself, giving yourself a little bit of love, giving yourself a little bit of understanding can just do a world of wonder. So that's kind of what I had for you on that. But I also, on the astrology, the energy right now is so lovely this week. Up until the 16th or 17th, depending on where you are in the ascending moon. You're in the moon that is going, we're about halfway between new moon and full moon right now. And so this is one of those sweet spots for manifesting all of this week and next week until midweek, where you have that luck. You have good astrological alignments right now. It's just like really a sweet spot astrologically and moon at the same time. So if there's something you're desiring, if you want to create a altar or a candle or a ritual of any sort, this is a beautiful time. We're coming into the spring equinox on the 20th and 21st. We're in that energy of growth. Well, we will start high growth season with this full moon and equinox. So I realize that there's seeds to be planted, there's action to be taken, and there's momentum to be gained. So get super clear on treating yourself really nicely, because when you're in that flow state, when you're in that momentum, you're going to continue to grow. When you're in that place where instead of beating yourself up, you're talking to yourself and you're your own coach, your own pep talk, your own best friend, it feels like anything is possible. Now, I know some energy right now, there's some people who are feeling the consciousness, and I do want to directly address the fact that we are at a state of worldwide emergency, and some people feel powerless, or they feel fatigue, or they feel emotional, and there's nothing wrong with that. Give yourself extreme self-care and self-rest. And I know that a lot of people are saying we can change things with collective prayer, and I agree. Every single day, put into the atmosphere what you want, see it as resolved, see good things happening, energetically support the people of the Ukraine and even the people of Russia who are against what's happening right now. And one of my favorite is to actually make the right choices into the energy of those who are leaders and are in charge. And so sometimes we have one or two bad eggs, but they can be overridden by the collective government if they realize that everybody else stands up and makes the right choice. So wording you could use is to make the right choice. But lastly, you can do your research. There are things we can do. So if you do feel kind of powerless, support a Ukrainian. You can do all kinds of ways to support Ukrainian charities. You can send money through Airbnb. You can send money by Etsy. We found something on Etsy that we're going to purchase with understanding that it may not be even sent to us, maybe never, but we're supporting the people so that they have an income while this is going on. So if you feel powerless, remember there are things you can do. Another thing you can do is you can just reach out. You may not realize it, but you might have friends that are hurting or worried or concerned. So you can just reach out and hold each other up. And so on that note, we're going to be holding our first in-person Soul Circle since before COVID. So it is on March 22nd, sort of a little bit after the equinox, we are holding a healing circle. It will be for anyone emotionally, physically, or spiritually that wants to be held or hold up the energetic light. So we'll have meditation and things, and it's just an affordable $10 at the Satnam Wellness Center in Castleberry. So it's on at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday night. But it is also donation only if someone needs to be there because they need to be energetically supported and money is an issue. There is absolutely no reason to not come. So the donation at the door is just really to cover the price of the location. So that's what I would say is, remember to hold yourself in the highest esteem right now. Love yourself, treat yourself lovingly. If you feel like you need extra self-care right now, give it to yourself. If you need to be in quiet space because it all feels a little overwhelming, do that. And then lastly, if your life actually happens to be going right, because there is this wonderful momentum, there's some manifesting going on, there's good astrological alignments for personal growth right now, there's good, clean, no retrogrades and planets and great conjunctions, and the moon is getting bigger in the sky every day, and the sun is returning to the light in the northern hemisphere, and we're at this place of good equilibrium and good balance. Don't feel guilty. Live without the guilt. Let the guilt go, because it is okay for you to be doing better and to be learning how to survive and learning how to thrive, even if someone is not. So remember that every time you make yourself stronger, and every time you raise your consciousness, and every time you're kinder to yourself or kinder to a stranger or kinder to your friends and family, your coworkers, when we come at everything from a place of compassion, love, and kindness, we get to achieve that sense of serenity, that sense of peace, that sense of love within ourselves, which is the whole point of the ascension right now. So as we are raising to that higher vibration, please remember to give yourself all the love, kindness, and compassion you possibly can. Speak nicely to yourself, and then pass that on to others. Speak nicely, kindly, because we don't know what someone's going through. We don't know if someone's going through something with the world. Maybe they have a family member, or they know someone, or maybe they did maybe something's just going on for them right now. So a lot of people don't realize this, but I have family members that are going through something. We have, my mom has recently battled cancer. A best friend of mine is currently battling cancer, and we had a family friend have her leg removed on Saturday. So even though everybody has these things going on, we can still rise above, no matter what's going on, to the energy of love, the frequency. Because no matter what's going on, love, talking kindly to yourself, talking kindly to another person, and that could just be the person at the cash register, giving them a break if they seem to be having a bad day, taking a deep breath and realizing that someone that's cutting a line in traffic or being rude in the grocery store might just have more going on than you realize, because the world is interesting balance of light and dark right now. We're at that spring equinox, so we're seeing it all and answer to it all right now, whether it's fear, worry, concern, stress, anxiety, imbalance, is always returning to love, is always the right answer to return to love, forgiveness, acceptance, kindness, and compassion. And that's what we need right now. And from that place, that attitude of gratitude, you can't be in lack. You can be in manifestation. So the other last thing you can do is use that manifestation to see the world the way you want it to. Bring it about in meditation. Bring it about, see it, feel it, experience your world evolving and growing. Imagine what you desire coming true in the highest and best way. Imagine holding yourself strong in the world. Imagine seeing the world being a better place because of a little bit of your love. So let's just imagine that right now as a group, as a collective, taking in with your in-breath a little bit of unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance, and support. And then let's send it out to all in the collective that are ready for that, anywhere on this planet, anywhere, anytime, that needs a little love, a little forgiveness, a little support right now. And also to send into the energy collective field of make good decisions. And then bring it back in that you're making good decisions, that you're loving yourself, you're feeling support, you're feeling kindness, you're feeling acceptance, and a little less judgment, and maybe a little less helplessness. And then let's just send it all out that anyone and everyone that is going through trying times releases the shock and the trauma. And anyone and everywhere that they feel that they get the support that they need, and that they heal in the way they need to heal, and they grow, and they have resolution, and they get what they need. And then bring that back in, that you have what you need. You are not your circumstances. You do not have to be guilty. You can live without those things, that you can live in the attitude of gratitude, that you can live in the best friend to yourself, best lover, treating yourself, your body, and your experience with love, joy, and kindness, and those around you with love, joy, and kindness. And last, let's just send that love, all the love, as this collective soul circle through time and space to true resolution in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done in the highest and best way for the evolution of this planet, for each of us, closing down negative timelines and only seeing the timeline that is going to bring us peace, love, joy, acceptance, and compassion and kindness. So, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, as I said at the beginning, next week you guys will have a special visitor. Mechanism is going to do the show for me, and I can't wait to see how that turns out. I'll be watching it as well as you do on a recording. And if you're interested in the Beltane boxes, there's a limited supply. So if you are going to get one right away, because they went pretty fast last time. I'm only making 10 at a time until we get to a little higher numbers, just because they're still an experiment. I'm learning as I go, but we're handcrafting all the items. I'm making items. We're having specially selected stones in them. Christina is making her amazing, gorgeous candles. I've got a love potion, like an anointing oil for Beltane. We've got a lot of sweet things, a bath salt, and a magical transformative tea as well. So all the things, and one of Marissa's fabulous famous grids. So all the things you could possibly want. And so that's the Beltane box, Beltane Bliss box. And if you're interested in more in-depth magical shares, we do have our magic circle, and that meets 3 to 5 times a month depending on the month, and we cover things like the new moon, the full moon, the high holidays, the elements, and numerology activation days. So anything that's really important, we get together for a magical circle, and that's just a simple package, all-inclusive package. So I love you. Have yourself an amazing week, and actually have an amazing 2 weeks. and I will see you again on the 21st for the actual equinox. And in the meantime, live magically, take very good care of yourself, and I'll see you again on the other side.